So you want to go to Aruba. Well, in this travel guide, I'm going to be showing you all the things to do and where to go, so let's get started. So you are most likely going to need a plane to get here, unless you are a fantastic Olympic swimmer. And to get here, you'll be flying into the Queen Beatrix International Airport. The airport itself isn't too big, so it's just a quick skip and a jump, and you're right at the exit of the terminal. I like to get cash out when I first get to a destination, and in Aruba, you'll find that you have the choice to get either American or the Aruban florin. All of the places we visited accepted both currencies, and usually it actually stated the US price on the food menus, so it's whatever you prefer. As for transportation around Aruba, you have two options: taxi or renting a car. A taxi is going to cost you $20 to $30 from the airport to the hotel. So if you're just planning on mostly hanging around the hotel and maybe doing a few scheduled day tours where transportation is included, then I'd choose this option. But if you want to go exploring and drive around at your own pace, then I'd suggest renting a car. This is going to cost you around $30 to $60 a day, depending on the type of car that you want to rent. We decided to rent a Jeep, which is a fun way to get around.
We gotta go, we got things to do, Laura.
There's two main areas you'll see other tourists flocking around in. The first is the downtown area, which is busy on any given day, especially when the cruise ships are docked. And the downtown area includes all your typical American shops and restaurants and a lot of hotels. The only downside to staying at a hotel in the downtown area is you don't have direct access to the beach, but there is nice beaches just a short drive away. As you continue to drive up the main road area, you're gonna hit a lot of resorts located along the coast. A popular hotel area is located on Palm Beach, where you'll find rows of high-end hotels. This is actually where we stayed, at the Hilton Aruba Resort and Casino, and it was a super nice spot because it had a ton of pools, good restaurants, both inside and outside the hotel, and right across the street, which is where most people seem to go at night. Where this hotel is located, right on Palm Beach, was actually one of my favorite beaches that we saw in Aruba, so it's a really good area. Hotels in Aruba will cost you anywhere from $50 to a hostel to $500 and up for a high-end hotel on the beach. Obviously, seeing the flamingos is something a lot of people do want to do when they're in Aruba, and one thing to note is that these birds are actually only located on a private island that is owned by the Renaissance Hotel, which is located in downtown Aruba. So if that was on the top of your list, then I'd suggest staying here. There is also a way to see them if you're not a guest of the hotel, and I actually did a full video on this. You guys can check that out in the description below. So Aruba is obviously famous for its beautiful beaches, and that is definitely a must-see while you're here. We spent quite a bit of time in Eagle Beach, which is shown in this drone footage right here, and you get that soft, fine white sand with the beautiful blue water, and it really was stunning. If water sports are up your alley, there is no shortage of that here, so there really is something for everyone to do. If you love the water, then I'd highly recommend doing a boat trip, where you get to go snorkeling around a shipwreck. We did a tour with Pelican Adventures, which cost $56 per adult and $30 for children, and it included 2 snorkeling spots, snacks, and an open bar. It lasted 2.5 hours and was a really fun time. After all these water activities, you're gonna get a little bit hungry, and my favorite food spots that we visited included the Aruba Coffee Experience, Santos, and Z Rovers. These spots were all different and delicious. So we just arrived at Santos, and it's actually so cute in here. They have charcuterie boards, and they have avocado and toast, a bunch of vegan and vegetarian options, which is always good. And the aesthetic is nice. We got a succulent, so delicious. Now arrived at a cafe called the Aruba Experience, and they have some really cool local food. This was actually recommended by one of Haley's friends who lives on the island. Just got our meal. So these are called arepas, and basically it's like almost like a breaded like spinach pita thing, and then I got egg whites and avocado inside, and it's absolutely delicious. If you're wanting to stay close to your hotel or don't have a car handy and you are staying in the Palm Beach area, there is a strip of restaurants across the street from there that include Mexican, Italian, and American food. My recommendation would be Lola's, and they had affordable tacos and tasty margaritas. The reason it's great to have a car here is because you can go and explore at your own pace. You can also do day tours to different spots around Aruba, but I personally like the idea of exploring on your own. The first place we ventured to was Aruba's Natural Bridge, which is a limestone bridge that has actually collapsed since, but the drive along there was really beautiful, and we stopped off on different areas along the coast, such as this place right here, which was a beautiful area which looks quite neat on the drone, I gotta admit. Next up, we hit up Aruba National Park, which cost us $11 per person to enter and is packed with areas to explore. So basically you get a park map that looks like this, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. We're right here, and if you look on the other side, you can see everything there is to do here. There's a ton of things you can hit up. There's a whole bunch of cool beaches. There's like a natural pool, caves. We're right here right now, and then we're gonna drive all the way across here to this really cool kind of like beach area. And then if you're hiking or in a 4x4 vehicle, you can also go up to the natural pool, which is right up here. So lots of options, lots of things to do. And you can actually do an ATV tour through here as well. And if you get hungry or thirsty, there is a small restaurant located in the park. What I actually like about Aruba is I feel like there's a lot of activities to do here, and a lot of adventure activities. So you do have the good mix of like the all-inclusive or just like normal resorts. And then you also have a ton of adventure stuff that you can do, which is kind of nice because it's a really good mix. And so say if you came here with a family or different people that want to do different stuff, there's just a ton of options. All right guys, so that is my travel guide to Aruba. If you have any questions at all, definitely make sure to leave those below. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. And of course, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.